So today we will be discussing part 2 for our continuity of our SD-WAN topic, and we are discussing Versa SD-WAN provisioning. Okay, and for this certification this is a part 2. For part 1 already a video is published. Now in this part 2 we need to start with the topic named as templates, which is really very important. So if you are aware about Cisco SD-WAN Viptela solution or any other solution, you are aware that template is one of the important fundamental for your SD-WAN architecture. So template are used to create a baseline configuration. So it's bit like a configuration baseline, and this baseline configuration you can push on multiple devices, right? So eventually it will save your time, it will save your efforts while deploying the devices. And when you are configuring these kind of baseline templates, you need to provide some kind of variables or static values that depend upon how you are creating. For sure, in SD-WAN Versa, it is little bit different than what in SD-WAN Viptela is. But here we can say that when we are talking about templates, these templates can be divided into one of the three parts. Okay, the first part can be your device template. Then you can create something named as service template, and you can create something named as common template. So let me just quickly go to my lab. Okay, you people are aware that this is our lab. I am going on this PC just to show you the director view. So I am on that PC now, and I am trying to get the director. So already director is configured. Okay, so the name of the director for GUI is administrator with A capital. For my case it is NetMinion 123, but for your case you can change the password and you can make any password as per your ease. So once you log in into the director, you can able to see that here already vAnalytics and vController are provisioned. Okay, but yeah, in other courses I will show you how to provision these all of things later on. So if you see, I am into the administrator. If I am going into the appliance, you can see there is a vController, and this vController IP you can able to see. Organization you can able to see. This is NetMinion. So organization is bit like your tenants, and as we are aware, in Versa we can create different tenants. So I just created one tenant with the name of NetMinion, where I have SD-WAN vController and I have vAnalytics also. So the vAnalytic cluster is there and Versa controller is there. Now if I talk about this configuration, if you go into the configuration menu, here you can see there is something named as template. So this is the template what I was talking about, right? The three type of template: device template, service template, and common template. This is what I was talking about over here. Now, if I talk about device template, for sure we don't go into the configuration and configure from there, but we use something which is step-by-step workflow. Okay, there is a tab named as workflow, where we can create template for staging and post staging template. So somewhere in the document you can see the four type of template. First is staging, second is post staging, third is service, and fourth is common template. But to make you for your ease, it is device template which we are converting into staging and post staging. So when we are talking about staging, which means very minimal features, which like because we are creating these templates for the device. So to direct the appliance onboarding, we are providing a staging controller. So staging controller means which is pre-pro. Okay. So this process will be used when you have separate controllers for your staging and for the production environment, or maybe we can say post staging, because post staging contain the main configuration, right? So soon I will show you how these templates are consisting of and what we can do with it. So let me just proceed further. If I will go over here, I will not configure the templates using the device template using the configuration, but I will go into the workflow. Over here you can see there is something named as template. I will go into the template over there, and there is a plus button. I will just click on this plus button and I can configure, like, this is device template. So I am just giving a name like device template. Here you can select the type, either it is post staging or staging. Since I will use it as a staging, I am just post staging, sorry. I am just making the thing as unchanged. In organization, it is NetMinion, so I am putting it as NetMinion. When I select NetMinion, my controller appears automatically. Analytical cluster also appears automatically. Here I can select what kind of topology I need to use: full mesh, hub controller, or SPOC, the same topology which I discussed in the part 1 video. Then what kind of solution you want. Let us select the very first one, okay, Elite, or maybe you can use secure SD-WAN depending upon your environment. Bandwidth, I am for this complete template, I am using 1 Gbps. Once you are selecting these mandatory fields, these stars are the mandatory fields, you can click on the continue. And here you can see it is talking about ports. First port is my management port. What is my second port? Since I am configuring a device, so if you see, this is my device, okay. Maybe let us say I am configuring it for branch 2. So for branch 2 I am configuring my device. So this branch 2, E2 is my WAN port. So when I am talking about E2, let me maybe make you people clear, because there the terminology will be little bit changed. ETH0 means ETH0, okay. Then ETH1 means VNI 0.0, and when I am talking about ETH2, it means VNI 0 by 1, okay. Let me show you the same. If I go over there, first port is my LAN port. So you can see it is VNI 00. Second port is my WAN port, and you can see it is VNI 01. Let me show you the same thing I am checking from here. It is my LAN side, it is my WAN side. For sure, when you are clicking on LAN port, okay, let me just go over here, LAN port, it is asking the what is the network name. I can say LAN network. You can give any name depending upon your environment. I am selecting the organization as NetMinion. As per this, I can create a zone, but I am not creating currently. You can see a LAN VR, it automatically created. That is good. If I go to the WAN interface, I need to give some network name because it is my internet. So I am saying it is an internet, and IP will be static. I will click on continue. This is something related to the split tunnels or side to side tunnels. I don't want to create anything. We'll create on continue. Here you can go with static route, OSPF route, or BGP route. But again, I am clicking on continue. Inbound NAT, which is bit like your destination NAT. But I don't want to create any destination NAT. Click on continue. Services. I don't want to go for DSCP or as a relay or as a server. or maybe as a next generation or stateful firewall. I'm just clicking on next, and here all the management services, maybe SNMP, TechArc, Syslog, I don't want to create currently. I am just clicking on create. Very simple configuration I created over here. So once you are creating it from the workflows, same thing we can go and check from the configuration as well. So let's get it configured first, then maybe, yep, you can see template is configured successfully. That is great. Now if I will go to the configuration, under the configuration, if I see the device templates, can you see the device template is there now? What is the type? It is post staging. If you click on this device template, you can see what all interface we created. We can check from here. Okay. If you see the networks, you can see some internet and LAN networks are configured by us. It is showing me both of the ports. Virtual wires, maybe if it created by itself, no. Global routers, you can see it a global routing table. It created virtual router. You can see it created some VRs. Okay, like internet transport. It created a control VR for your control network and LAN VR for your LAN network. So automatically, behind the scene, this is done by your Versa director. You click on home and you can come back. Now let me show you. This is your device template. But if you will go on your service template, here under the service template currently there is nothing. You can click on this add button. You can give some name and select some type. Like you can select for stateful firewall service, QoS service or whatever. Let me give some name like QoS and I can click on OK. So you would be able to see one service after this creation, and after clicking on that, you can modify that service. You can provide your parameters as and how required by your organization or as by your tenant. So you can see a simple class of services created. If I will click on this QoS, I will have plenty of options which are available, like what's in the network, you want to add some network, what in the zones if you want to add some zones. Click on this QoS. Here you can see there are lot of QoS profile option what you can select. Maybe if you add over here, you can see like what is the forwarding class, right? Loss priority, then peak rate, ingress policing or forwarding policy, DSCP rewrite you want to do or not. You can do those things. You can apply some kind of QoS policies over here. Okay, that was the QoS profiles. Now you can create some QoS policies. Scheduler you can go for, drop profile you can go for, scheduler map you can go for. So any service policy if you want to create, you can create over here, and those service policies later on we will be clubbing into the device group that I will be gonna show you in a moment. But I hope you people are able to understand that what are the templates. In case of SD-WAN Versa, we have mainly these 4 templates, so or we can say 3 templates, howsoever you want to understand. So it's basically for your understanding. Okay, now let's wait. Okay, so let me just delete this QoS. I don't want to use this template. And let me show you the third template, which is named as also named as data store template. Okay, so if I will go there, this is your common template. Click on this common template. Can you see it is showing you the data store template? It automatically get created, but yes, you can create a new one also if you want. So you can see here I can put the network type, zone type, zone protection, profiles. I can create some kind of virtual routers, okay, DSCP servers or option profile whatsoever as per your need. Let me click on home. Fine. So these are your templates. I hope you are okay with the templates now. So these templates are really important, as I told you, and you need to create these templates for your different maybe organization also you can create. But let us say now I have, if I will go into my picture, I have here two branches, okay, but in real production environment there are two branches or three branches, howsoever. But in real environment there can be hundred of branches. So if one of the tenant, okay, only for the single tenant I am talking about, if one of the tenant has 100 site, I can create this as device group. Okay. In one device group there can be a single device. In one device group there can be two devices for the redundancy, or there can be more than two devices also depending upon your site behavior. So yesterday we talked about headquarters or large sites or small sites, bit like that. Okay. So if you see, I can create a device group over here for my branch 2. So device group is nothing, a very simple configuration. If you go over here under the device group, you can click over here and you can say that I want to create a device group. Let us say I am creating a branch 2 device group. Here you need to select the organization, which is NetMinion. If you see, this is the post staging template. Remember what we configured. When I am selecting it, you can see that device template is associated automatically and the data store common template is also associated automatically. We will be going to talk about these things later on, because device can be provisioned using some methods, okay, zero touch provisioning methods. But currently I am just clicking on OK. And when I click on OK, you can see a device group is added. So now my device is okay and ready to provision. Let me maybe create a diagram to make you people okay for the same. So what we need to do, first of all, we need to create templates. We need to create templates. And these templates, as I told you, these can be of three types. So in device template, you are using, let us say, post staging. Then you can use some kind of service template, and you can also create some kind of common template. Okay. Once template creation is done, you will be gonna create some device group. So under device group, you will tell, okay, what all post staging template I should have, okay, because I created only one, but if you have 100, you need to select one of them or two of them or howsoever. So you will select all the post staging template, service template, or common template as per your requirement. So once this all part is done, okay, your service template is applied and all of these templates are applied, you can uh, attach this device group to your device, so that your device can have all the configuration from your device group. Ultimately what we are doing, we are uh, doing the configuration for the device. Now these two steps are done. I am going into the workflow to create the device workflow. You can see here is a device. I can click on the device and I can add this device. So this device is my branch 2 device, right? So I am just writing down branch 2 device. Here it will take any branch device ID. Let it be 101. Organization is NetMinion. And can you see automatically I have, because one device group, it picked up one device group. Service bandwidth, whatever you want to give, maybe just 10, 20, whatever. I will click on next. Here you can give the state name, the country name, get the coordinates. Once coordinates is with you, click on continue. Device service template you can add over on the device itself. So it will be get override. But I don't want to have any device service template. I will click on continue. Once you are clicking on continue, there is an option you can see which is named as bind data. Okay, you will be reaching to this bind data where you need to provide actual IP. So it is saying what is your next hop address, what is your internet IP address, what is your LAN network IP address. So you need to fill this detail, and after filling this detail you can click on deploy. And for what you are doing it, you are doing it for branch 2. So this is initial steps. Like if I need to put next hop, it is 100.2.1.1 in my case. Let us say it is /24 LAN network. Let me check quickly. Is 192.168.2.1. So I will be writing down 192.168.2.1/24. Okay. Once this all things are done, you can click on deploy. So when you deploy this, your device configuration is ready. Okay. And once, like now, to onboard the device, there are a couple of the steps what you need to do for sure, that I will be explaining later on. But first, if you see your device is getting deployed, and you can see yes, it is successful. Good. Now if you will go to the administrator, go to the inventory, go to the hardware, you can see this branch 2 device is there and the status is shipped, which means my device configuration is okay. Now device onboarding is a further step what I need to do. Okay, that I will be gonna show you in the next video. But for sure I understand that you should be having information how these templates work, and these templates are really very important. Okay, when you need to do maybe your device onboarding, before that you need to create all of these things. Fine. So template is configured. Second thing, I talk about device creation, and in the device creation we need to create device group. Okay, in the device group you need to provide what all templates are there. So maybe you need to link the templates over there. So once you link the templates, then you need to put this device group into the device, and then from there you can select if you want to use a URL based zero touch provisioning or no. If you want to use URL based zero touch provisioning, you can select from there. Otherwise, you can just click on your devices. You can provide the information with respect to the device, and once all of this information is done, you can bind the data, which means you are just putting all the actual data. After providing all the actual data, you can see into the administrator and hardware that your device will show as a shipped status. So these are two parts covered in today's videos, which are templates and device creation. So let me just repeat once. This particular specific certification has couple of the parts into it, and we are configuring about these like we have talked about SDWAN topology in the previous video. Then we also talked about SDWAN site types. Now these two are covered in previous videos. In today's videos I covered about what are the templates, and I also talked about what is device creation. Okay, these two are also done. Now couple of the topics are left now, which are based upon zero touch provisioning. In this zero touch provisioning, you can go for global zero touch provisioning, you can go for URL based zero touch provisioning, or you can do through a script based zero touch provisioning. So once you will done this part also, you are okay to take this certification. Okay, this is free of cost certification over the Versa website. You can go there and you can crack this certification, which is really very important. Okay guys, I hope you understand about the topic which we covered today. I Uh, I'm thankful for your time, and take care of yourself and your family. Have a great day. Bye.